As you can see, I'm not in my office, my usual place for giving these video updates, and we're not videoing it in the usual way because every single one of us has been affected by the coronavirus crisis in the past few weeks. Whether we're working from home, whether we're on the front line dealing with coronavirus day in and day out, whether we're self-isolating or homeschooling children at home, we're all affected in some way by this. I couldn't have been prouder in the last few weeks by the efforts that hospices have put in to dealing with this virus and working with local NHS and local charities to help people in their communities. The way that hospices have responded in increasing capacity, in thinking of different ways of doing things, in using our expertise and training and our education as fully as possible to support families and communities has been absolutely breathtaking. As you all know, we've been very worried about funding during this period, and we estimated right from the beginning that hospices would lose around £70 million a month. So I was absolutely thrilled a couple of weeks back to have negotiated £200 million from the government for April, May and June for English hospices. And now we're seeing the negotiations come to fruit for the devolved nations with the Welsh government announcing their portion of the funding. As we make this video, we're still negotiating with Northern Ireland and Scotland, but I'm hoping that the funding will reach those hospices very soon. It's going to make an enormous difference. It's going to pay for the capacity that we would have ordinarily given freely through fundraising, but we've lost the money to be able to do that. And hopefully what it means is that we can all pull together to continue to do more and focus on what really matters, which is providing our services, helping people at end of life, sharing our expertise and looking after as many people as possible in our communities. I've also seen that Hospice UK have been working with partners such as the Samaritans and Mind to create a new mental health and wellbeing service to help people on our front line deal with trauma. People who aren't used to seeing death and dying at scale within our communities. We've been working with many hospices to be able to do that, and I'm really proud again that we're able to use our expertise to reach out and help our colleagues across health and social care. I'm also really proud in the way that we've used Project Echo to come together. When we launched this nearly 3 years ago, I couldn't have imagined that we'd be sitting here with 300 clinical teams all working together to learn new information every single week and figure out what we can do together to improve palliative care at a scale that we just would not have been able to fathom even a few months ago. It's been absolutely breathtaking. And again, I'd just like a shout out to all our fundraisers who've joined our fundraising Echo and the chief execs and chairs who've been joining our business Echo. Once again, it's all about working together, working at speed. And I think that the response from all of you has been amazing. The coronavirus pandemic has shown us all how crucial it is to talk about death, dying and our wishes. And starting that national conversation has never been easier because people do want to talk about this at the moment. We've seen the most incredible take-up in advanced care planning, and people are desperate to get hold of resources. It's never been a better time to signpost to the Dying Matters campaign. Now, whilst obviously because of social distancing, we can't get out and do the events that we wanted to, there are lots of things going online, and I'd encourage you to go and have a look at our website, join in things like virtual death cafes and look at other virtual events that are going on, but also to think about how we can share the resources far and wide. There's a massive demand for this, and I think if we really pick up on the opportunity, we can get a lot more people talking about death and dying, not just now, but also beyond the Dying Matters Week and ongoing. But I just wanted to reiterate that even in these straitened times, we are still going ahead with Dying Matters Week. We're going to be going online, and I think we've got a real opportunity to get the nation talking about death and dying. These are not normal times for any of us, and it's meant a lot of events that had to be cancelled, and that applies to Hospice UK conferences as well. As many of you know, we had to cancel our trustees conference on the 13th of March, even though it was sold out. But we are going to be running that again in September, and we hope to see as many of you as possible in Stratford-on-Avon. We've also had to cancel this year our retail conference, and we've taken the difficult decision to cancel the national conference in November. Although it's several months away, we know that everybody will have had a difficult year, and the last thing that you want to focus on is having to take 3 days out and spend a lot of money coming together for a conference. So we're looking forward to coming back bigger and better than ever in 2021. And finally, I wanted to give a huge shout out to hospice fundraisers, because we all know that despite the money coming in from government, we still need to do everything we possibly can to bring funding into hospices. And it's been great to see how many of you have brought your fundraising online. So whether we've seen people have haircuts and shave their heads at home to raise money for hospices, whether you've had virtual 80s balls and discos going on, virtual balloon races, or even my favourite, which is St. Teresa's Hospice and their Bark in the Park virtual dog walk. It's been so good to see all the different ways that we can raise money together for hospices. Find out more about becoming a hospice home hero on our website. So until next time, enjoy the sunshine, carry on doing everything you can. Please do share your stories with us. And thank you so much for everything that you're doing. You're all absolutely inspirational.